because my phone was acting out so much it wouldn't even let me stop the stream. And I think it's just the location and the weather. And I think that's one of the downsides to live streaming, is that sometimes when you stream, depending on the location and where you're at, you may not get good service there. So I apologize for that, because I know those of you trying to watch are like trying to be patient, and then it keeps cutting out, which I'm sure is inconvenient. And like I said, this area is so pretty. I want you guys to be able to see it fully. And at this point, I'm thinking I would just bring my camera out here. So I want to be able to show you guys as much as I can. I appreciate all of the patience and love and the support. And I'm going to just do the best I can, because I don't know why the stream is cutting up on me. Look at this area, though. It doesn't even feel real to me. The signs are still saying I'm going in the right direction, so I think we're good as far as that's concerned. And there's like little paths where you can walk down. This is so cool. I've never ever thought to go this way when I've come here. These kind of look like benches where you can just sit down and take your break. And they're also direction markers. They're telling you which way to go. So it looks like I have another 480 meters ahead to go where I'm going. The view from here is crazy. Like, you can literally see all around. It just kind of gives you a sense of like how big the world is, and then how small each person is. All right, we continue. I don't know why this is here, but this is kind of cute and also sad. Oh, okay, I think I understand. It's a sign saying like don't leave cigarettes out here. And then the little ferret is like crying, actually. Yeah, I think that's what they're warning about, which I really hope people are not doing, because this is such a beautiful area. Everyone who's just joining, welcome to the chat. Thank you for being here. We're exploring right now. I also want to warn you, the stream has kind of been up and down, so if it goes down, I will just try and start streaming again. And I also plan to come back here with my camera, because I make a lot of long form videos on this channel, and record with my camera. That way we don't have any interruptions or technical issues. So far, we have about 480 meters to our destination. So hopefully we get there soon. I didn't realize it was going to be this far when I started walking, to be completely honest. I also hope that the location where the lighthouse is has a good view of the ocean and the surrounding area. That would be really nice, because we've been having some really nice views along this walk. Looks like here comes another one, where the grass and like trees are cut back. You can see the ocean for miles, but in areas like right here where it's tall grass, you can't really see so well. Oh, this is pretty. I'm I'm also really enjoying all the wildflowers that keep popping up. There's been a lot of them so far. I feel like there are more wildflowers and like just flowers in general this year than there were last year, which is really nice. This looks like another side path or like area where we have good view. Oh yeah, this looks really nice. I love that they cut these little areas out where you can see. I think that's really nice. And also put a fence just in case someone needs that. Oh, I don't think the camera is showing it, but there's tide pools down there and you can see them. Yeah, we're back. I'm so sorry this here with my camera. I've already decided. Thank you for hopping back into the stream over and over again. I think this area is remote enough that it doesn't have full 5G capabilities. I think that's what's going on, but at this point we're almost to the lighthouse. Hopefully maybe being up by the lighthouse gives us better. I'm loving the view though. Like, I feel like if I had a house and I just like woke up every morning and I looked out and this was my view, like I feel like I made it. Side 3G, maybe even 2G over here. It's the struggle stream right now, but we're trying our best. There's actually people out on the rocks. Yep, struggle stream. All right, it's not telling me how I get there. I feel like going downstairs is counterintuitive. But I don't know where this path leads. Because this whole time I was just like following indicators. This looks sketchy. They both looked at me like they were tourists. Those people that pass by. So. Oh wow. Okay, this is not where I was planning on going. Let me see if I can ask someone, because this is not where I was trying to go. Let's go around this way. Let me ask, or try to ask. There's lots of people that were walking on this path, so I think I can walk here without any issues, but I'm just gonna check and ask this guy if it's okay. Konnichiwa. 失礼します。あそこも。あそこダメ。ダメ。すみません。ありがとうございます。So he says you can't walk that way. But all the signs have stopped. So I don't know how Like, I saw people coming from this way, but he says that you can't go farther because they're doing construction. But he didn't, I think he was busy. So now we have the choice of going this way. We can either go this way or we can go back where we came from. Oh, it's so cute. There are little cats over here. Let's just go this way. Because we've already proven the other way doesn't have good signal. So at least on this side of the island, my phone signal is still good. I'm waiting for this truck to pass. He's just taking his time. I wish there was more people visiting the lighthouse now because I don't know for sure which way to go. And the signs just cut off abruptly. Oh my gosh. I don't know how this truck is getting through here. Oh, I would be petrified to drive such a big truck through these streets. They're so narrow. But this side seems like it's a lot more busy. Yeah, I think now we're back in the like little town area and away from the side paths. It's nice though. It's quiet. Restaurant smells so good. They have like a window crack and you can smell, I don't know what they're making in there, but it smells so good. I guess this is a more touristy part of town. Like this place. I'm gonna move so this truck can get past. I wonder if it's always decorated with the balloons or if it's an event they have going on. Because that's kind of cute. But yeah, this area seems like it has better signal, so I'm expecting a more consistent stream for now. I'm just gonna have to come back with my camera to record the other part of the island. Look at this. This is so pretty. I love the sound. Do you see a little cat? Just ran across the street. Yeah, this is definitely the town area. I don't know if both sides of the street have sidewalks, so I'm gonna check to make sure I have sidewalk all the way down. I think I'm good. And I think this area has more sidewalk and like all of that because it's like the main city area. Man, there's a map right here. But I don't know how I'm supposed to get to that area. Was I supposed to take the side path? I think on a day when I have more time, I'm gonna see if I can get closer to the lighthouse. It could be that area is just under construction and that's why I can't get to it, but I wanted to get closer than that. I feel like this town is maybe a little bit more representative of what I've seen a lot of in Japan than like Tokyo. Maybe most of Japan that I've experienced is between this and Tokyo. But I honestly think this is like one of the things I really love about Japan is the quiet, just daily life areas. Anyways, I digress. This area seems to have good signal, so we're gonna do a little bit more meandering. What does that say? Shortcut to hiking trails. You mean the trails I just came from? I'm like 90% sure that it's the trails I just came from. Man, the crows are loud. I'm across the street because the truck parked there seems to be kind of blocking the way, and also because I want to see this area a little closer. Oh, okay. It looks like it's more of like a coastal port area down there. I don't really want to get too close to the ocean today because it's been rainy all day and a little windy. And I don't know how safe that is in this area, so I'm not going to do that. There's so many birds over here. And up here, I don't know if you can see it, like past the parking thing. It looks like another lighthouse. And I think since this area has so much access to the port, oh, this one? It's like actually like a pretty much full-size like working truck here. Like people use it for deliveries and stuff, like the convenience stores. They'll get deliveries sometimes in trucks around that size. Oh, okay. I think this area right here is a tsunami evacuation point because of the sign there, which is good. I was just watching the Japanese news today, and I saw a broadcasting about like earthquakes, like serious earthquakes out here, and like Japan right now is overdue for like a major earthquake based on like the science, like the scientific like estimation. Like usually I think they said they get one every 100 years or so, and it's been a while until now. You know, these scientists are a little bit concerned. And so I was watching like what they had to say about that. And a lot of them were talking about just like educating people, preparing people, so people knew what to do and, you know, stuff like that, where people have resource. So that way they know what to do to keep themselves and their family safe. That was very kind of your mom. And I think this is a small lighthouse. I don't know if you can see it on the stream, but there's a tiny like rooster on top of it. Can you see that? Like, it's got like a tiny thing on top of it. Ooh, there we go. But it's a rooster. I'm glad to hear that. And I hope that you're feeling all right. I think if we walk a little bit closer, we might be able to see the rooster on the stream. Good. I'm glad it's making you feel better. Can you guys tell that's a rooster, or does it just look like a random shade? Alright, we're gonna try and get a little closer. Oh, it's a police station. It's a police station / lighthouse. I've never seen that before. But it's got a rooster on top of it. How interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Yeah. And underneath it's got like a little tiny police station in there. I don't want them to feel like I'm bothering them, but so interesting. I've never seen anything like that before. Actually, since I've come here several times, the way the houses are, I love the houses here. Like, my dream is to renovate an old Japanese house, because the traditional style homes, a lot of them are not as popular now. No. In Japan, you're supposed to drive on the left side. But when I first came here, I was very, very scared, like terrified to drive here, because it feels very different driving. Like, because you feel like you're on the wrong side of the road when you first start driving. Like here, at least my experience. And then after a little while, I'm like, you know, it's not too bad. And the other good thing is that for the most part, I would say that people here drive pretty cautiously. So I'm not saying always, but I would say for the most part, people here drive pretty cautiously. So especially like when we first moved here, we lived in Yamaguchi Prefecture. And I think people there were like very like safe and slow drivers, versus like in Kanagawa, I think people drive a little bit more aggressively and a little bit faster. But yeah, it was weird at first. Now I'm used to it. The only thing that still bothers me about driving in Japan is if I have to drive in a place like Tokyo or something, because of the way the streets are marked, I find it to be very confusing, and that for me is scary. Like, if I don't know how, I'd have to show you like pictures of it, because some of the streets here really, like the way they're marked, I find confusing. But other than that, like this area is pretty straightforward. It's a two-way street. It's a 40-kilometer speed limit, and you just, you know, putter through. I've never walked all the way around like this before, so I don't even know how long it's gonna take me to get back where I was. And I've already promised, if you didn't hear me say it, I've already promised that I'm gonna come back with my camera to record more here, because like the stream kept cutting out midstream. So I'll have to do a redo on my Osmo Pocket 3, which has a lot better quality, and I can get more consistency for you guys. It almost stopped raining, but it's like just a few random raindrops every once in a while. Just enough to be slippery while walking. I don't think I could train in those shoes. I don't know if he's training or if he's late for his bus or something. I think he's training. And I don't think I could run for any prolonged distance in those kinds of shoes, because I don't think they support the arch enough, but good on him. I saw on the news today that the Boston Marathon was won by a Japanese person, which I thought was really cool. I sent it to my friend who is Japanese. Sometimes, so like Japan has like a Japanese security force, and so sometimes I'll see them. They have like little vehicles that they drive around, but not super often. And I don't think it would be likely that they would come to a place like this regularly, because it's kind of countryside, but like it's like a residential countryside. So I don't know if this would be like the first choice. I gotta come back and bring my camera and record here, because the view was not being done justice by my phone, and I feel really bad about that because it kept cutting out, and like, I don't know. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna record like a full-length video for you guys, so you guys can see it better. Because I feel like if I could just like wake up every day and see a view like that, I feel like that would be like a beautiful location. And it's not crowded either. So I think maybe like, I mean, also it's a weekday, but maybe it's not like an area that a lot of people know about. Because like, sometimes like places like Kamakura or Tokyo, like even in the middle of the day, in the middle of the week, it'll be like breathing room only. But this area is like pretty peaceful. Ah, I see what you're saying. I definitely see what you're saying. I grew up in Arizona, and like, it was really rare to see and experience snow. So like, even after living here for a couple of years, I still get very excited to see snow. And I think that's one of the things in nature I feel like that about. The beach too, but like, because I grew up on the west side of the US, and I got family in California, we would go to the beach in the summers. So the beach kind of feels like it should be there. Like I feel like it's just like a I don't know. Like you know how in Moana she's always wanting to be near the ocean? I feel like that about the beach. Like I feel like the way Moana's like always called to the ocean, like she just wants to be near it. That's more my feeling with the ocean. But with snow, it just feels like such a strange phenomenon. But if you're someone that loves nature and like it really moves you and like inspires you, I feel like Japan is like a great place for you. Like if you appreciate nature. Yeah. You know, I've never been to the Midwest. Like when I was younger, I did gymnastics for a while, and one of my coaches was from the Midwest. But like I've never actually visited myself. Yeah, I've made like a giant full circle, I think. Let me go this way, because I haven't gone this way, and there's stairs. I think I can go this way. If we can't get to the big lighthouse that was advertised on the signs, I think there's another lighthouse I can get to. Let me check my battery life on my phone. Oh, we're good. We are good. So if the battery will hold up and the signal on my phone, I think we can go. But how do I get there? I feel like that could be peaceful. Like fields and cattle. The area where I grew up, like probably from the time I was like 9 to like my early 20s, there was a cow farm near my house. And I think it was part of why I became vegetarian, to be honest. To be 100% honest. Because that specific cow farm, I don't think they treated the cows very well. The sakura are starting to bloom. I think there's another lighthouse that we can get to from here. So hopefully the signal stays strong. No, I don't eat meat. Before I moved to Japan, I was vegan for a while. But then when we decided to move out here, I decided that I probably need to stop being vegan because it's going to be very hard to find food. And even as a vegetarian, eating out in Japan can be tricky. Places like Tokyo and Osaka are like exceptions to that. Hiroshima, those are some of the big cities here that I found are very vegetarian friendly. But yeah, it was a little bit easier to be vegetarian after moving here. But if we move back to the States or someplace else, I might switch to being vegan again. We'll see. I did enjoy being vegan, but it's only, I feel like it's only easily sustainable when there's vegan friendly options. Echo. It's okay, you can go to sleep. Especially if you're trying to get some like relief from pain. I think it's good to get as much rest as possible. So please take care of yourself. And I mean that. I think that must be true because I'm hearing a lot from friends and family that are back home in the US about a bunch of different updates. But then I also think the whole world is constantly changing, you know? And I think Uh, yeah, I have like a problem with that. I have like endometriosis, which causes like really bad, severe cramps, like to the point where like maybe you have to go home from work or school if you don't have like treatment for it. So I understand. And I'm glad that they're not super bad. Hang in there. For me, this situation has gone on for years, so at this point I'm mostly used to it. So I think it's probably more of an inconvenience and frustration than something I feel badly about a lot. I feel like I was probably more likely to cry in public when I was a teenager than now, but I still have cried in public a few times as an adult, for sure. And it's kind of like the conversation we had, me and you had, when I was at the aquarium, that little kids are very in touch with their emotions, but then as you're an adult, you're expected to stop, kind of. Like, you're expected to act like everything's fine when it's not, I think. I think maybe it depends on why you're crying. I think it doesn't hurt to talk to somebody if you have something going on that's bothering you, that makes you feel like crying. I think it's good to talk to somebody and get support. I think that helps a lot. That's something I've done a lot of. I've gone to therapy multiple times, and it does help if you have someone like you can explain your bad experience or the thing that you're worried about. Explain that to them and then get some objective feedback. Oh, man, when it comes to women's health, I don't know 100% because I think everybody's body is slightly different, and I think it's not something that's really talked about enough. When the last time I had a really bad issue with my women's health, it was something I talked about with my boss and everybody at work, because I think it's something people should know about. But no, I don't think it always gets better. I think it depends on the person, because I have some family members who had issues with it and they say it went away. No, it's okay. It's okay. I know some people who over time they said it's gotten better. For me, it hasn't. But it seems like there's an issue with me, like a medical issue that's ongoing. So I don't know, enough about the topic to say, you know what I mean? But I have met some people that said it gets better. I don't think it hurts to get checked out if something feels like it's not right. Yeah, you get me. I think, honestly, everything I just said for the past couple of minutes, the main thing is, like, if you need help or you think, like, something's not right, like something's going on and it shouldn't be, it's good to get support, because sometimes that can get you answers, or it can get you resources and make whatever the situation is better. Look, there's a Neko. I feel bad for it because it's in the rain, but he or she seems like it's fine. You see it? A Neko, a cat. You see it? Ooh. It's because it started to rain again. There we go. It's right there. Oh, it doesn't want to focus. When my cats sit like that, I tease them that they are loafing. They're like sitting like a loaf of bread. I had the option to bring my umbrella with me. I don't know about that, Sophie. It might be me. Okay. It's an alarm that says it's 12 o'clock. And I think sometimes they use those, it's coming from the speaker. And sometimes they use them to make announcements. Like if there's really bad wind and waves, sometimes you'll hear announcements. Or like sometimes at the end of the day, you'll hear an announcement, which I think says like kids should come home from school or something like that. So it doesn't scare me anymore. No. It's not in English, but it says something about like kudomo something. Kudomo means child or kid, like a little kid in Japanese. So I think it's saying something about kids are coming home from school or kids would be walking or something. I have to pay attention, like my Japanese speaking is better than my understanding, and my understanding, it kind of like is not consistent because I'm like learning from a textbook, and sometimes people use like a more formal way of speaking or a more simple way of speaking than what I learned in my book, and then I have a hard time understanding. I also overthink everything, so it could just be overthinking. I think we're the same height. I think we talked about height, and I think we're the same height. You're 5'3", right? I'm 5'3". I tried to argue that I'm 5'3 1/4, but yep, we're the same height. See, some things I remember, but other things I'll be like, which stream was it? There's a lighthouse over here, and since the last stream I was doing kept interrupting, and then once we got to where the lighthouse was, they were doing construction and the guy wouldn't let me go any farther. We're just going to this lighthouse because now I'm determined to show you guys a lighthouse. Maybe they just try and say it so they can tease you. I can't remember how far away it is. It's weird because right now it's kind of raining, but it's not like raining. It's like the veggie sprayer at the grocery store, but with wind. Exactly, it's mist. It's misty. And I hope that the people that tease you are teasing you nicely. My mom used to say when I was little that it's only a game if everybody is laughing. And I think that's something that stuck with me. Like, it's all fun and games to tease people if everyone's laughing though. Like, if you don't mind, if you think it's funny too, cool. But if they're just trying to like be like teasing at your expense, that's not nice. Oh, I can't believe your mom said the same thing. That is so cool. I should be able to believe it though, because I feel like your mom seems to be a great lady. Because every time you talk about her, it's very positive. So I'm glad that you have such a supportive mom. Oh, I know you said you like the ocean view. And it looks like we got another one. On a day when it's not when it's not too windy, like rainy, you can go down there and it's really nice, very peaceful. I feel like when you're young, or at least for me, when I was younger, I wanted to like grow up and make decisions for myself. I didn't want to be told what to do anymore once I was a teenager. But now that I'm in my 30s, I feel like it's definitely worth it to take a second and listen to the supportive adults that you have around you, because a lot of what they're saying is based on their experience and them trying to look out for you. So if they're telling you that you should or shouldn't do something, even if it doesn't match up with what you want it to do, there's probably a reason. Yep. What's crazy right now is you can like, it's right in front of us, but it kind of matches the clouds, so it's like camouflaged. I'm still fully getting over whatever it was that was like making me not feel so well. I'm feeling a little bit like it is really nice and get some exercise, because sometimes I just mess over too much and I need to get up and around. There's a spot where we can go get some cover from the mist. We're gonna go take a break away from the mist. Whew. This bug just tried to fly into my eye. Like, girl, why would you do that? Oh, this is so nice. Because it has like a covering on it, but you can still see. Kind of. I wonder if I can go up a level and you can see it. This place I have been to before, and I actually really like this place. Can you see in the distance how the cliffs look misty? Like they're kind of like fuzzy or something. You can't see them fully. I'm gonna try and go up higher. Oop, oop. It's on this side. I'm gonna try and go up higher and see, do I still have covering? Nope. Like, are people allowed to come here at nighttime? I don't know. I think there's like a sign on the parking area near here that says you're not supposed to park after like 8 p.m. or something. I can't remember the exact time. So I don't know if they close this park area once the parking areas are closed. I'm not sure. Oh. Well, I mean, I haven't been in the US for over 2 years now, but some big differences. One of the first ones that comes to mind is like if I'm on the train or something, I feel safe to fall asleep. Like I'm not worried about like someone grabbing my bag or something while I'm sleeping on the train. What else? Come wrapped in plastic, like the grocery store. If you buy like fruits or something, they might come pre-wrapped in plastic, which I think is kind of strange. It's like a lot of plastic. I'd have to show you guys so you could see specifically. A lot of the street signs, like where the crosswalk is, they have like an audible sound so you can know whether or not it's safe to cross the street. So like, you know, in the US, like the light turns to green or like the walk sign and you can just go. Uh-oh. Man. A lot of people are saying that right now. And right now, this life that we have here is not permanent. It's not something that's guaranteed. So yeah, at this point I'm just enjoying it while we have it. In between, that's about what I thought. I don't know. Kind of going back to what we said earlier about the world is changing, I think the best that everybody can do is try not to wake up every day and be worried. Try to live with a level head if possible, and try and be kind to each other. I think that those things would help. I don't know, at least for me, I'm trying to live by that. You hate autocorrect. You know, right now, the technology that I'm beefing with is talk to text, because I do that a lot because I'll be busy, and instead of texting the whole message, I will talk and then it'll turn into text. But it'll put some like wild stuff in there. I'm like, I did not even say that. It is April 2nd. I'm pretty sure it's April 2nd. April 3rd. April 3rd. It's April 3rd. See, I don't be paying attention to the date sometimes. Whatever day it is in the US, I'm one day ahead. Unless, like usually like around like midnight in the US or something, it changes. There's like a certain part of the day, like where it changes to the same day. So like, there's like a couple hours where we're on the same day. I feel like the first time I lived in Japan, I did a lot better of a job keeping track of like what day it is and like what day it is for me and then what day it is for back home. And now I don't be doing that as much. And I should. The last time I was here, there was a guy with his fishing boat just like past the coast, and he had like a whole outfit change and like everything, and I think he was diving like for whatever he was fishing. So he had like a wetsuit and everything. But I think a lot of the fishermen and like people that come here all the time, they're used to this area. They know whether or not it's safe to go out. So I'm pretty sure he's good. Yeah, I've seen it where people like go out in the water in small boats. But see on this side, this is why I didn't go close to it today. Because there's actually like a pretty fair amount of waves right now. I think he's taking too close to the water, and also I think that the side of the beach where he's at is like less. There's less waves over there. Most of the waves seem like they're going over here. And the crazy thing is, like, it gets a lot windier in Japan than this. Like, this is like this is like more of a breezy wind. So I can't imagine coming down here when it's like really, really blowing. Like, I bet the waves are huge. Come to a place like this and then I look around, I'm just in awe. The world is so big. Like, there's like a whole coastline past all the fog that we can't see right now. I think he's fishing in the tide. Because for a second I was like, what is he doing? Because like the ocean's that way. But I think that what he did is because there's a lot of waves and stuff and he doesn't want to deal with that. He just went to the tide pool, and everything that's like gone to the tide pool, he's fishing. Oh. I mean, I guess it would be like a strange feeling seeing the ocean for the first time. Like, I can't remember the first time I've seen the ocean, but I could imagine if I saw it for the first time, like how strange it would be. Man, he seems to be having the time of his life out there. It's giving Animal Crossing to me. I haven't played Animal Crossing in a little while, but I really like to play that game. And like, you can just like randomly jump into the ocean or fish in that game. Yeah, I don't know about like what flag system that they have here, or like what safety system they have here. But I do notice, like in Japan, that typically speaking, if you're not allowed to go someplace, people are pretty good about like telling you, or like they'll put out cones or they'll put something out with the chicken. Yeah, they'll let you know like whether or not you can access a location or not, typically. Oh, man. Do I have a chicken on my island? I don't think I have a chicken on my island. I don't. I know why. Because I changed the language settings on Animal Crossing to Japanese. Yes, we're back. I'm sorry. We went all the way to where, yeah. It was several times that it went out. Like I said, I'm gonna bring my camera back and try and record over there. If you missed it, I went on a long journey around the side of the island, and we were trying to get to a lighthouse, and then I finally got to the area where I could see the lighthouse, and I asked, there's like a city worker over there, and I asked him, is it okay if I keep walking this way? And he said no. So I had to turn around, and there were no other signs that indicated how I could get to that lighthouse. So then I came to this lighthouse. I came instead. Which this one's cool. Hold up. I like the bottom of it being green. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back and finish the mission because I feel like that wasn't a full success, but we did get a visual on the lighthouse, so we confirmed that it exists. This one right here, I don't know if you can go inside or not, but I think that would be really cool to tour it. Aww. Take care of yourself, Sophie. Get some rest. Feel better. Have a wonderful night. Okay? But yeah, we found ourselves a lighthouse eventually. So I feel like partial mission accomplishment. But I just want to come back with my camera and be able to record at the big one, and also record the views by the trails over there, because they were really pretty. But then every time I would get to a really good spot, then the recording, and it would be like reloading and kicking everybody out. With my actual camera. Our fishing friend looks like he's moved to a new spot. I really hope he will be careful, because he's like precariously close to the edge right there. Like that I don't like heights, and like I just feel like that is just a little bit close to the ocean. I'm sure he's done it like 100 times already, so he's not worried about his safety, but I just think he's just a little close to the edge, in my opinion. Can you see him like walking around on the cliffside? Couldn't be me. Could not be me. Well, we successfully got to one of the lighthouses here. So I think we're gonna walk back. But the walk back is like, oof, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes? So we got a little ways we can go. Yeah, some of the fishing veterans out here are, you can tell, like they're real pros. They know exactly when to go and when not to go. You can tell they have the look and movement of skilled professionals. It's a little. Like when I first started walking, it was actually legitimately a little bit cold. But now it's like maybe 50s, low 50s. It's not too bad. It's actually kind of humid because like instead of raining, it's misting. So I think the humidity makes it feel a little warmer. Oh my gosh. Not again. Every time I get close to the ocean, it's like it just decides it's gonna absolutely check out. I know, it's still acting up. See, this is why, so there's a path, like where those umbrellas are, there's a path you can walk all the way down and get really close to the ocean. But because of the waves, I don't think it's super safe today, but it's very beautiful down there. I have a video already published on the channel where I did that. So I'll post that one in connection to the live streams that we attempted here. And then I'm gonna come back later and do like a longer video, because the last time I did a video, I just showed kind of like the lighthouse behind us and like the area with the coast that I just showed. But I think I want to come back and record in the little side quest area we went to, but then we couldn't experience the full thing because it kept on interrupting the stream. I'm gonna add that to the list of things I need to do. I heard Tokyo is doing a sakura themed event at the Sky Tree, so I want to do that, but I don't know when I'm gonna have time to go down there. So that's something else on my list. I think it's a temporary thing. The sun is not out. Like technically the sun's still up. It's like maybe like almost 12:30. But because it's so rainy, it looks like the sun is out. Or like it's like later in the day than it is. But it's like midday here. There's like a group behind me, so I decided I'm gonna take the long way. During like nice days, people come out here, and like I've seen people picnic or come with their dogs, because you can bring your dog here, but like you just can't let your dog like, you know, make a mess and leave it. But otherwise, I've seen a lot of people come with their dogs, their families, and you know, chill out. It's still kind of misting. You know, if I do a cartwheel, I think it's gonna like really spin the whole stream, and it'll probably start trying to reconnect again, and we don't want that. But what I can guarantee you is if I get to 2,000 subscribers this month, I will do a cartwheel while holding my stream. I will do that. But not in the rain when we're getting connection issues. On a different day. I'm serious. Because I'll be telling people in these streams that I'm going to do something, and then I go back and do it. Because you can look at the video I did in Odawara, and at the end of that video, there's a credit to James, because I was doing a live stream, and he suggested one of the fonts I used in that video. So I have like a note at the end that says thank you. And then another subscriber suggested I post the times when I usually stream, so I did that. So if I say I'll do something, I usually follow through. So if I get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the month, I'll do a cartwheel with a stream. This weather feels wishy-washy. Like it's rainy. Yep, 100%. It's like rainy, but it's like not really committed to being rainy. So it's like misty rainy. I'm definitely trying not to slip and fall. These shoes are like not ideal grippy shoes. I think because it's getting close to afternoon, this area is starting to get more busy. I feel kind of meh about rain. Like, I think my favorite type of rain is like in Arizona, where you get like a quick monsoon that cools everything down and then it goes away. And like half the time the sun is out while it's raining. I think that's so pretty. Can you see the cat? There's like a cat in the background. But the droplet rain here is like to the point where it's like almost like humidity. But it's too cold to, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but it's meh. There's one cat just sitting on the street, and there's another one over there. Look, I have no idea what it's doing. It's very interested in the sticks over there. I think the only reason why it's not full-on sticky humidity is because it's too cold. It's too cool to be sticky humidity, but otherwise I think it would be definitely sticky. Right now the main thing is trying not to slip and fall. You know, to be 100% honest, if I could guess about the cats, I think that they are being fed by people here. Like, I think that people here feed them like maybe scraps of fish or save up cat food and bring it for them. So they know that they should wait around that area because someone's gonna bring them food. That is my theory. I think people tend to take pretty good care of and have respect for animals here. Because like in the States, I've never had like a pigeon like fly over and land on my hand. And here I had like a wild pigeon just fly over and land on my hand and start eating my food. Like just, I was in the middle of eating my snack and the pigeon landed on my hand and started taking the food. I think I have a photo of it. If I can find the photo, I'll try and remember to post that. This ground is like deceptively slippery. Like it doesn't look super slippery, but some spots are very, very slippery. So I'm trying to be careful not to slip and fall. Disney Princess treatment. You know, I've never really thought of it that way, but now that you say that, I just thought about the fact, like, can you imagine if like every time like you like go outside or like you sing to yourself, like you're just singing a song or whatever, and then like all the forest animals come running and just surround you? But I think maybe for the Disney princesses, they had some ability to talk to the animals, so they could be like, guys, I'm in a bad mood today. Please don't surround me. I need to go to the grocery store. You know what I mean? I don't know. But if they just showed up at random, I think I would be so petrified. I probably wouldn't leave my house. See, the sakura are starting to bloom. Just a little bit. This area is also pretty famous for hydrangeas. They are so pretty. So I need to come back when the hydrangeas are blooming and show you guys those, because they're like these really pretty big flowers. They're like clusters of flowers, and they come in different colors. They come in like pink, blue, purple, purpley pink, bluish purple. And that's what all of those are. Like when it gets warmer, all of those will be full of flowers. I think it would be cool if you could talk to them, you know? If you could be like, hey, like, seagulls, can you, like, you know, fly over yonder and, you know, give me the latest news or something? Like One Piece, when the seagulls are like flying in with the news. That would be cool. But if the animals are just showing up and just wreaking havoc, chaos, like all the time, nah. I don't think I would like that at all. Alright guys, I'm pretty much to the point where I need to sign off. I gotta get back home and edit the latest video that I'm working on. Since you guys are here part of the stream, I will tell you what I'm working on. We went to Anime Japan and I'm working on a video for that. So One Piece made me think of that. So I'm telling you guys, but it's not like available on the channel yet. So probably like maybe in 2 or 3 weeks, whoop, almost fell, that video will be ready. But I really appreciate you guys for hanging out with me as always, and I will see you guys soon, definitely soon. So take care, have a great rest of your days. I appreciate you guys always. Bye.